Welcome to Back to School Night. In this video, what I hope to do is to show you how this class is structured, how it's different than other classes here at Walt Whitman High School, what the flipped classroom is all about, and what your son and daughter are doing. So you're watching a video just like they do. You can take some information down from the video, and then when you come into school, I'll be answering some questions, trying to extend your understanding of what I'm doing. First of all, some contact information. This is my cell phone. You can reach me on my cell phone at any time. The coach's office number I put down here because if you're trying to reach me at the end of the school day, I generally am down there and my cell phone doesn't work. Email is always great. Comes right to my phone. I can get back to you as soon as I get it. And then some times to reach me. Best time to reach me before school, maybe at lunchtime or after I'm done teaching for the day. So let's take a look. Let's go to our website and take a look at it. I'm sure you've seen this up on your computer at home before. And this is the AP Calculus. I tell you a little bit about calculus and the beauty of it. And then I go into a concept of the flipped classroom, and the idea behind the flipped classroom is that the reason it's flipped is because what they used to do at home, their homework, they're now doing in class, and what they used to do in class, take notes off the Promethean board or off a whiteboard or overhead or bulletin board or whatever it may be, they're now doing at home on these videos. And so that's why it's called the flipped classroom. What I'll do is I'll present a video on a concept or objectives. They take notes on that. The next day they come in, I do some reteaching, some extension, some question and answer period. Then they have time to work on their assignments in class. They use their class time effectively. They should be able to complete most, if not all, of their assignments. I also give them some other useful websites. I'm kind of their coach, or I'm their guide. I'm their tour guide through calculus. And I'm not the end-all authority, that's for sure. And so I've provided these other sites that are very useful. If you know of others that you want to share with me, I'll take a look at them and include them as well. The Khan Academy site is probably what has given birth to this idea of the flipped classroom. And it's an excellent site. It has great tutorial videos on the AP Calculus. Sometimes his notation is slightly different than mine, but his concepts are exactly the same. Then there's on the top tabs here, that's the home tab. Then there are all the different units. We're currently in Unit 1, so let me go to that. So in Unit 1, the first thing that your son or daughter would do is they'll go to the assignment sheet. On the assignment sheet, you open that up. What you can see as a parent are the objectives, and then day by day, exactly what we're doing. So we're currently here at September 11th, and on today it was a work day. This is the assignment they should have been working on in class, and I would be helping them with. Tomorrow's a question and answer day, and I'll just be answering questions about all 4 of these assignments. And then on Friday, all 4 of those assignments are due, and I'll get into how I grade in just a minute. All 4 of those assignments are due, and we have a quiz on these topics. So these assignment sheets are all spelled out very well. You can see that we're about 2 weeks away from our first major test. So you can use this as a guide and a resource. They're there. Your son or daughter can print them out, or if they don't want to print them out, they can refer to them online. So each of the units are like that, and then, like you can see here, let me go back to the assignment sheet. To do this first assignment, for instance, they have to watch video 1. And so, in the video 1, if they click on it, I've uploaded all of the videos to YouTube so they can be seen on any platform. So here's video 1. You can see it's about 12 minutes long. You can kind of hear me in the back. I'll stop that. And so, what ends up happening is that they watch this video and they take the notes off the video, and then from there they can come in, they ask me questions about it, and I can extend their understanding of it. Let's go back to the website. The first unit is on limits. Our second unit then goes into just finding the derivatives, the different derivatives. The third unit is on applying the derivative. And you can see all the videos are there. The assignment sheets are not. I'll tell you about that in a second. The fourth unit's on the integral. The fifth unit's on applying the integral. And the last unit that we do before the AP exam is integration of exponential logarithmic functions, lots of word problems. And then this last unit, Unit 7, this is what I teach after the AP exam. This is techniques of integration. This is kind of extension topics. And just in terms of the unit, just so you know, Unit 1, 2, and 3 are first semester. Then we have our semester exam right here. Unit 4, 5, and 6 are second semester, and then at the end of Unit 6 we have the AP exam, and then Unit 7 is what I do after the AP exam. Notice that all the videos are uploaded, but the assignment sheets are not. The assignment sheets are not because the dates could change possibly along the way, so I don't upload those until right before we get into the unit. You can also preview this information on a mobile device. It comes up and it's actually pretty nicely formatted. You can pull down menu. You can see the different units, the miscellaneous. So if you ever have your phone or you're away from your desk and you want to check it, you can also see this on your mobile site. As we get closer to the AP exam, which is on May the 7th, I go to the AP exam review page. We have the 88 exam, the 98 exam, and then a practice exam that came out in 2005. And then also they publish all their old free response questions, and these are all their old free response questions from 2002 to 2013 with the answer keys. Notice that in like 2002 they had forms A and B, but down here in 12 and 13 they only released one form of it, so it's just 2012, 2013 are just one form of it. Let's go to the miscellaneous tab. This will be a great resource for you and for your son or daughter as well. The grading and homework policy, which I'll open in a minute. Find derivatives and integrals on a calculator. That's just an instructional video. Some geometry formula sheets, unit circle in case you didn't remember that. Some common derivatives and integrals, which is a lot of what we do in our class, and then the exam review stuff, and then this back to school video that you're watching. Let's open up that homework and grading policy. Go through that. Some information for you. That's the website. That's what I'm referring to. AP Calculus. The exam date is May the 7th. My email, phone numbers. This is my room. The room that you'll see me tomorrow. That's my room, and that's where they can find me. Generally before school in 5th period. Tell you a little bit about the flipped classroom, which we went through just a moment ago. Attendance. The only thing I'll say about attendance, I don't generally have too much attendance problems, is that if I find that I have a student is going to be ill a lot on evaluations, I really get on them about it. The one thing I ask from you or from your son or daughter is that if they miss a test or a quiz, or they're going to miss a test or a quiz, that they notify me in advance. They wake up the morning of the quiz and they're sick. They can send me a text or send me an email, or you can send me a text or send me an email. Just let me know where they are. If I don't hear from you, I will contact you that day. Academic honesty, I let them work in class on the assignments, but I expect them to do their own work on the quizzes and tests and evaluations. The classwork I give them to reinforce the topics. We'll be working through this, and so what happens is they watch the videos, I extend their understanding, and then they're working on the different assignments, and I function as kind of their guide or their leader, their tour guide through calculus. I function as their personal tutor, and I can help them with the problems as they're working here in class. These are the same links that I referred to on my web page. Talk about grades for a moment. I have 3 different types of evaluations: mini quizzes, some quizzes, and some tests. The mini quizzes are given once or twice a week. My goal is to have 10 of them in a marking period. And these are like quick checks of understanding for me on what the student's understanding. So mini quizzes generally are like 1 or 2 problems. They're directly from our homework or just like our homework problems. And it gives me real quick feedback on what they're understanding and what they're not understanding. These are each 5 points each time I give them. And they are directly reflected from the homework. So if they're not understanding the work in class or not understanding the group work, they're going to have a hard time on the mini quizzes. So they got to stay up with the work. They can't fall behind. I do this to give me some good feedback as to where they are. The quizzes, as you saw on the assignment sheet, these are announced. So like our first quiz, like I showed you a few minutes ago, is on Friday. You can see that quiz on September 13th, and then the tests are also announced as well. Sorry, back to my assignment. The quizzes can be reassessed by the test grade. If the test grade is better than the quiz grade on that same topic, I'll replace it. I'll replace the grade with the test grade. However, 100% of the homework must be turned in for that test grade to replace the quiz grade, and that's my reassessment policy, similar to almost all the other math classes, I believe. My grading, take 10% times the group work, the classwork or the homework, 90% times the graded work. And the grading scale, you can find that stuff up on Edline as well. I give them some information about a successful learner and what you need to know. So that's our website. That's how the flipped classroom is going to work. Lots of information for you. It's it's not full of like lots of pictures and stuff like that. It's just got a lot of information, a lot of great information, a lot of great resources for them as students. They want to utilize me as a help. We try to work together. I look at this class as like kind of this class really, in my opinion, is an elective course. They've decided to be here, so I'm just trying to get their guide till May the 7th, and hopefully be successful on their advanced placement exam, and and learn a lot of calculus along the way. So I look forward to seeing you at Back to School Night. I'll answer any questions that you may have that evening and try to extend your understanding of what we're doing. Thank you for watching.